Taurus and Capricorn babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. Yeah, it's nighttime here and I'm still on just my second cup of coffee. Go figure that one out. At any rate, we are doing Taurus and Capricorn sitting in a tree. Kissing for the month of December. I have already shuffled and cut the cards. What I know so far is that it feels like as a couple, Taurus and Capricorn are isolated. And I ain't talking about coronavirus. Get over that part. Yeah, y'all are kind of off. You see, they're over here and everybody else over here doing what they're doing. Like y'all are kind of off, even though that's the Three of Pentacles. That's the energy that I'm getting. So we're going to do weeks 1 and 2 and then weeks 3 and 4. It feels like y'all are isolating from family because y'all are trying to work on something. I'm looking at the Seven of Pentacles, talking about long-term, creating something lasting, something of value. And in doing so, y'all are just kind of shutting folks off. My first card here is the Hermit card. Eight of Cups pulls the Ace of Pentacles. Who knew? The Two of Cups pulls the Ten of Pentacles pulls the Two of Cups, I'm sorry. And the Three of Pentacles pulls the Nine of Swords. That's the graphics of it. Y'all are isolating individually, and then as a couple, it feels like y'all are just kind of, y'all off in the cut. Family may be getting on your nerves. I'm just saying, that's the way it's feeling. And I got the butt end of quite a few cards. So I'm going to guess that's probably exactly what's going on at the top of your overall energy with the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups as a couple. And this is for couples. Let me put the little disclaimer in here before I get started. This is for couples, so this ain't going to resonate with everybody. Eat the fish, leave the bones. But couples that are kind of mid-stride. So maybe you've been together a year, maybe not quite a year, maybe 2 years, maybe more. But you're in the groove of things, so this is not a brand new relationship. And for whatever the reasons, y'all are trying to regroup. Money obviously is involved, just looking at the number of pentacle cards on the board. But your relationship to each other and your relationship as it relates to your family, that's where y'all are trying to just make some decisions about who's going to be and who ain't going to be. That's that Eight of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles on top. There may be, Taurus, some new opportunities coming as a result of all this hermitnish. So you're going to have to keep your eyes open. But whatever part of your routine that you do that is related to family, so maybe that's dropping the kids off, stopping by mom and them, get some food, take some food, however that's resonating, you're going to stop or slow down, or somebody else is going to come in and pick up the pieces right there. Temporarily, this ain't a long-term thing. But in the meantime, some of y'all are going to bump up against some new business opportunities if you are of an entrepreneurial spirit. Others of you, this may just be plain old 9-to-5 gig. But it's going to be in that schedule change, that situation change with family that you go through temporarily that's going to bring this about. You are regrouping money. So your finances, some of you may have moved in together over the summer. That's the feeling here. And so now you got everything that you need, but you're trying to put things in order now. All the hoopla is over. Maybe some of you got married over the summer. All the hoopla is over. So now you're looking at, what do you really have? How much did you get if you got married? How much did you get in them little envelopes? That part. Others of you that may have made job changes due to the pandemic and ended up with something actually better than what you had, putting you in a nice spot. But now you're trying to figure out where the hell, who the hell, and how we gonna do this. There's that Two of Cups sitting on top of that Ten of Pentacles. So y'all got it. Whatever it was, you got it. Or getting ready to get it. And you're going to finish. It's like finishing a project. And actually looking for a job is a damn project. So what the hell? But you're finished, or you're going to finish. And so this is bringing it back here to you. Now, some of y'all are thinking about Christmas gifts. If you're over here in America and North America, get ready to celebrate the big holiday. I'm just saying. You may be thinking about gifts and you want to do something different. But there's a creative bent to all of this as well. So with your families, you guys y'all got it going on. The money and shit is there, but the family part is not there. And this is coming up in the bottom end of your overall energy. So there may have been some arguments Thanksgiving about turkey wasn't moist enough, sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie wasn't sweet enough, and just petty shit. And so there's some friction now. And so I think maybe for some of you past this last holiday, y'all are making a decision. You know what? We are good. Taurus, you might be leading the hunt on this. In terms of just kind of shutting it down and saying, okay, we did the holiday family thing. Thank you so much. We're done. That the Hermit is sitting on top of the High Priestess. Make sure you're listening to your inner guidance, because I think for some of you, your intuition is going off. Every time subject of family or money comes off, your intuition just sounding loudly. And so there may be some things there coming up in the next week or so that you need to look at. You may be losing money. You may be trying to help somebody in the family do something. Ultimately, you're losing money behind it. Again, y'all are in shutdown mode. So there's not a whole lot of conversing, but there may be some things that you find out because, once again, you're trying to move away. But do your best to listen to your intuition. It's trying to tell you something. The High Priestess there is screaming loudly. With the Nine of Pentacles sitting on the Death card. So there's some changes. This is just what I was saying. There's some changes. This may be just time, being prudent. Talks about just being wise about how you handle your own personal situation. And so, again, kids are coming up. Work schedule changes. Again, it's the holidays. Some of you may have a second gig. You might be Ubering. You might be working at the retail store. Whatever the case may be, you're there. But that change that we've been talking about, in part, is causing you to be a bit shrewd and a bit prudent. So there may be, again, there's something there. I'm not able to see it quite clear enough. There's something there. And then whatever temporary change that you're getting ready to make, and that's really what the Death card is talking about, changes. It's got some long-term implications in another area of your life. That's the best way I know how to put that. At the end of this first week with the King, Taurus's great ruler, the King of Pentacles. But actually, we got the backside again, talking about being shrewd and prudent. This one talks about cunning and being just slick enough not to color outside the lines. And this is about your money. So something with your money, you're gonna have to tighten up on this. This is the King. Again, you and Capricorn are trying to create something of a legacy, if you will, long-term shit, creating lasting value, y'all. And because of whatever else going on, this has kind of caused you to just bring it back in. And again, I'm coming back up here, kind of like self-punishment. I might as well just go ahead. It's kind of like self-punishment. Y'all are kind of putting yourselves on punishment from everybody else. I'm just saying. And again, Taurus, it feels like you leading it. I can just see the female Taurus. I told you they wasn't no good. We ain't going back over there. Nobody better not call my phone. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Money. I can't stress this enough. You may need to dig deep. Tax time in the United States is coming up here shortly. I guarantee you there's going to be changes more than anybody know about. So this might also be a good time to get your tax paperwork in order. April 15th really ain't that far away. Just saying. At the second week at the beginning, the lovers. Yeah, y'all are trying to create something. The Empress, you know, she do what she do when she do it. But when she do it, you see how she doing it. Now that's the front end. You got the back end actually. And it's about creation, the desire to create together, if I can say it like that. And bringing some type of balance back into your relationship. Changes that have occurred already in terms of jobs or kids online versus going to school. Whatever this little nugget is, this is about bringing all of that back. But you're going to have to be creative in what you're trying to do. And it's going to be about the choices that you make as a couple. And for some reason, this Taurus Capricorn reading is all about the couple. The couple. Again, Taurus feels like you leading the charge on all of this. And Capricorn is all too more than happy to be like, yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. With the Eight of Swords on top of the Eight of Wands, beware of wasting time. That's the first part of that. And don't let people's criticisms of what y'all are doing fuck up what you're doing, basically. There may be, looking at the behind, in this card, there may be people talking behind your back. And there may be people that think that they have that bird's eye view into your personal business. And they don't. They don't. The Eight of Wands, enjoy the moment, but beware of people. And these are time sucks. These are people that, you know, they don't want to see you doing nothing, so they just as soon call you and criticize you or criticize what you're doing because they ain't got nothing better to do. Avoid negative people if you possibly can this month, especially people that don't like one or the other of you. So now I'm speaking particularly about family. If you've got family situations where you might talk to your partner's sister, or your partner might talk to your brother, however that's resonating, just ignore whoever's trying to do crazy shit from the family. Just ignore them. They may be trying to stir up some shit because they ain't got no shit of their own going on. That part right there. And definitely watch your money, because they may, whoever they is, they may have you thinking about some other shit. And while you thinking about some other shit, they busy trying to grab your wallet. Just saying. Just saying. That is double eights. Don't get caught up into any kind of crazy loop with folks. Again, especially family. Yeah, y'all are looking at what you have as a couple, Taurus and Capricorn. And again, that 4, talking about balance. There may be some losses. Damn it, didn't I say theft? There's somebody trying to steal some shit. And ain't he trying to tiptoe through the damn tulips? Who the hell knew? Yeah, so you got the death card twice. First week, down here at the 4th week, some bookends. It's family oriented. It feels like by the end of the month, I'm just gonna jump ahead real quick. Whatever is going on, there's so obviously somewhere in here there's gonna be some bullshit. There's gonna be a blow up of some sort. Okay, that part. But by the end of the month, by the time we start rounding just a little past Christmas, folks should be, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to take your $1 million. That kind of shit. In this energy, you may realize, back into this death card, that you're going to have to cut some ties with some folks. And I can't say it no louder because it's screaming in my head. There are some people around you and their family. These are not the people you work with and talk to at the water cooler. No. These are either very, very close friends or family. And so you're going to have to y'all are going to have to get into a thing. Once again, we talk about the High Priestess. You may have to finagle Yeah, duplicity. That's the word. That's a perfect word. Just somebody being duplicitous, two-faced, whatever little label you want to put on it. But you may have to deal with this. You may have to, and now Taurus, I'm talking to you specifically. You may have to do some manipulation of the situation. I'm just looking at old girl here, so you can find out who is. And here's your blow up moment with that 9 of Rods. There may be some confusion, and there may be some reluctance to tell you exactly what's going on. But yeah, it's coming. It's coming. And even though this is a wine card, it's just brown. It looks real brown to me for some reason right now. So, you know, it's going to be some dry ass, if there's an apology initially, it's going to be some dry ass bullshit about, I didn't know. Some bullshit. Just dry. I wasn't really trying to do whatever it is you know, just around the mulberry bush with bullshit. You're going to have to deal with that. You may have to manipulate the situation, Capricorn. You may have to be the wheel man. You might have to drive a getaway car. It's going to take the two of you to get to this. There may be people, family related, that are just trying to, that 3 of Wands, just trying to create some kind of confusion. Want to see y'all break up. And there may have been a tiff between Taurus and Capricorn earlier in the year. And said family members may not be caught up on exactly where y'all are today. And so they trying to keep up some shit from February, March. We all the way in January already. They still talking about some old dumb shit. So they may be trying to play into something, but they don't have full knowledge. That part. Keep the balance between the two of you, Taurus. Do your best. This is Pentacles. And then again, balance that checkbook. And there shouldn't be no overs or unders. So if there are unders, but if there are overs, and you don't know where the extra over came from, get your pencil out. Get your phone out. Make whatever phone calls you need to make. You may get some delays in that. This talks about delay as well. So it may be some delay in getting information, faxing stuff to you. Again, it's the holidays, trying to mail something to you. There may be some delays. Other side of that, keep your balance with the Capricorn. With the 7 of Swords on top of the Knight of Pentacles, somebody, coming right back to family, and don't this just look like the typical family situation? They got 2 over here talking, and you got somebody in the kitchen sitting up here talking, and then of course somebody in the living room standing going, I don't know what happened, I don't know. Watch your money. Watch your shit. Make sure your sofa is bolted down to the floor. Yeah, it's that blatant. Somebody may feel like the 2 of you are really not paying attention to what's going on, because it feels like between Taurus and Capricorn, you've been trying to work together. That is not to say there haven't been issues. And there it is, jealousy. I'm going to come back to the challenge. There may have been some issues earlier in the year between the 2 of you, foundational shit, you know. Fuck you too, I'm leaving. And now y'all are past that. You worked all of that out. And so you're in a different energy right now. But again, you know, you may be dealing with family that you haven't seen since last Christmas or since Easter. Whatever. Now, they're still on last year's shit. And they want to bring that up now because they're jealous. And so y'all are feeling like, you know what, we went through this for Thanksgiving or whatever other holiday. And so fuck y'all. We stand. And your challenge is to keep folks out. That's what I'm going to tell you. And your thoughts. Keep your thoughts on what you're doing. Now, don't get all up in your head with no stupid shit. But it's really not even about the intellectual or cognitive ability. This is really about how you're feeling. And so you might need to step back. And you might need to get them swords up in the air in case anybody's trying to come at you with some dumb shit. I'm just saying, just know that Three of Pentacles down there dealing with these threes. There are people around you that are just fucking jealous. So again, once the blow up happens, you have to figure out who's getting cut and who ain't getting cut, pretty much. Who you gonna deal with next year, who you're not dealing with. The Nine of Wands on top of the Ace of Swords, talking about overcoming a difficulty, talking about making important decisions, and here it is. And so for some of you, this may be, and this is just one of a zillion examples, it may be because you fell out with the in-laws, they're not going to be able to watch the kids after school, however that's resonating, because they're doing something else, whatever. And if for some of you, it may just be that. In-laws have decided they're going to take a short vacation for the next 3 months, and they're just not telling you, and they're putting you in a financial jam. However that's resonating, all of that is right there. You will be fine. Make whatever decisions you need to make in confidence as a couple. Put out. Successful. Whatever's lost will be regained. That's the Queen. That is the Queen. So whatever else is going on, yeah, deceit, it will be straightened out. By the time you get to the very first part of January, wherever this is, it will be straightened out. Have no worries. I'm glad Taurus and Capricorn as a couple, I'm glad y'all are doing good. That part I'm thankful for. And again, it ain't no bed of roses, no damn movie, but it's good. And good counts. Fuck it. Don't go overboard. So when you're dealing with these family folk, say what you need to say, but don't let it get all out of proportion. Only if you let it. This shit's gonna bother you only if you let it. That's Taurus and Capricorn both. If you don't let it bother you, it's not gonna bother you despite what anybody is trying to do. Be selective. Be selective. Whatever you're doing with your money, whomever you have watching your children, whoever you have working on your vehicle. Don't be running the Pookie and them down the street because they only charge you $9.95 for something you know it's $60. I'm just saying. Be selective about who you have around you, working on your shit, handling your cash. Don't let shit get to you. It'll only bother you if you let it. And say what you need to say. There's no reason to go overboard on no shit. No reason to get all ugly. Say what you need to say and sit down. That part. Taurus and Capricorn, I love you guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend and a good week next week. And talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.